Oh, hey, me again. Now I know what you're thinking. Really? Another bicep video? Here's the thing. Look down. Do yours still suck? Then yeah, we got some more work to do. Let's get after it. So when I was younger, for about a year and a half, I did DC training, and there's parts of it I absolutely hated. One of those being that you would leave the gym feeling completely wrecked, but not in a muscular fatigue kind of way, more so that your central nervous system was just beat up, and eventually you have to deload, and that's more of a pain in the ass than anything else. So I didn't love that. But there were some weird exercises that would leave your nipples rock hard, and even better than that, they actually worked. Only thing is, there wasn't enough volume to get real results for me, so all we gotta do is take those weird exercises, pair it with a shitload of volume, and you can relax. No longer do you have to walk around flexing those biceps because they'll actually be bigger. And yeah, I'll put sets and reps in the description, you needy bastards. So the first movement is a seated easy bar drag curl, and I instantly fell in love with this one because there's a couple benefits. First being, you take the initial part of a drag curl out of the equation, which, let's face it, it's basically using that bar like a rolling pin and smashing your junk on the way up, so you really don't need it. And the second thing is, it allows you to fully rest that bicep at the bottom of every rep. Now, normally I would say that's not the way to go. Constant tension wins out, but with this exercise, it's different because obviously you can overload with the shitload of weight, but even more important than that, it teaches and even forces people to push to failure and beyond. And I think that's the biggest thing that holds people back is most people not only don't push themselves to failure, but have no idea what that looks like. So with this, it's built in. When you can't lift that bar anymore and you have to roll it off your legs and smash your junk like Play-Doh, you failed. Good job. And if you do these and think, holy crap, that seated drag curl is difficult, try it with a pronated grip. Sucks all the day. Another thing I didn't like about that training was the name itself. Every time somebody asked you, you'd always abbreviate because the name sounds ridiculous. You'd say DC training, and then inevitably they'd say, well, what does that mean? And you'd think, shit, dog crap. And you hate to even utter that because it reminds you of that person that doesn't like to curse, so they say things like, gosh darn it. Those people have a special place in my heart because every time I meet them, I think, oh, that's adorable. Life hasn't shit in your cereal yet. Let me give you my number. The moment it happens, I'm not here to help you. I don't even care. I just want you to text me the moment that the good parenting that you got and the fact that you've been a great person your entire life doesn't help you when you come home and find your wife eating a Costco-sized bowl of dicks. And for the next one, we don't have to go that far or even break down the bar for that matter because we're doing negative drags. Now, the problem I had with these in the past is when you're training like that and chasing a number, it's only a matter of time before your form just gets unrecognizable. So with these, if we up the reps and really lock in that form and get more robotic with our movements, it becomes a phenomenal exercise. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what a negative or reverse drag curl is, simply put, you're just curling up the weight like normal, then you're pulling the bar towards your chest and sliding along your body all the way down. Now, when I say lock that form and make it more robotic, what I mean by that is don't just try to rush to get to the negative, even though that's the most important part. You still want a good, clean, perfect contraction, so make sure you tuck those elbows in, flex the weight up, and then pull it towards your body and drag it down. And repeat that every single time. Also, I don't know where you're at in the game of life, but I've reached that level where you don't give a shit. You got a pretty much gray shirt on with gray dad sweatpants. Feels pretty good. All right, the next exercise, guess what? It's a drag curl. Now, the reason that DC training has so many is probably the same reason that I'm a big advocate for them is that it's tough to mess up a drag curl. Top of the contraction, pretty much the only thing that can happen is a fully flexed bicep. Now, with regular curls, a lot can go wrong. At the gym, you see half the people there, they have the wrong goal. They're trying to curl that dumbbell as high as possible. Or just by accident, they do it correctly, but as they get tired, they get the elbow involved, they start moving that back and forth, screw themselves. And this exercise is called a pinwheel curl, but call it whatever you want because that's a very stupid name. And all you're trying to do is just draw a straight line from your hand right to your armpit, curl straight up and rotate that wrist to the top. And this is a brachialis fucker-upper because you will visibly see that thing fire at the top unless you don't have a very developed one yet. In that case, it'll look like you're getting one hell of an ingrown hair. And make sure you do these unilaterally because if you don't, you're gonna go cross-eyed. All right, let's finish up with a hammer curl variation because most people grab 2 dumbbells and throw it up and hump the air like they're trying to get revenge. So instead, let's do unilateral and really turn that shoulder in and take it out of the equation completely. And then from there, you're just curling up so the elbow stays in place, rotating that wrist, and obviously tearing up that brachialis and long head. And if you haven't got the full and or garage program by now, it's a bit concerning because it's only 20 bucks. Maybe it's time for a heart-to-heart and talk about what's an acceptable number of OnlyFans subscriptions to have. Either way, I'll leave a link in the description. It's 30 days, 20 videos, 20 bucks. Pretty damn simple. And if you need more help with your biceps, there's a video. There's one for triceps, but most importantly, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and get after it, get growing. Talk to you soon. I can't fucking reach that.